Hey y'all, it's your girl Nadia here. You tune in to Do It Dope. Let's get it.
Fiction. Ruin a nigga life like the Grinch on Christmas. Ain't seen it, it's the Grinch bitch. Naughty every year, but I'm still living like the nicest. Remember I was broke, now the walk through very priceless. Yeah, I ain't been nothing bad. Ain't been nothing bad. Yeah.
Pop up. Oh, this is wild. Damn, that's crazy. You gotta put a sound over it, like a.
All right, we are back with Pink World, episode 16.
So big 16, you know what the fuck going on.
Today we have a special guest, Naughty. Welcome.
Hey y'all.
Also her birthday, so all y'all better flood this shit with happy birthdays, even if it comes
Flood
out
the cash
after.
app. It comes out in 2 days, so happy New Year as well.
Yes.
Y'all. Happy New Year, gang.
All right, as we
gang.
go, I'm Lexi,
And I'm Maddie.
and let's get it going. So,
Hi Lexi, hi Maddie. Thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. You know, blessed. I don't know. I was just feeling like very, how do you say, self-reflective today. So I just been sitting here quiet and just kind of like, I don't know, just peeping out. Really have anything to say about my birthday. I'm kind of happy that I'm 24 now.
yeah.
And it's my Kobe year, so we ball.
Yes.
Yes, Kobe.
Period.
Love that.
You know?
So that's a good introduction. So let's get into it. What do you do? What is your thing?
So I make music. I also bartend.
Okay, I'm a bartender too.
Yeah, that's quick money. It's so
Yes.
beautiful. I love it there. And I also have a business. So I sell sex toys.
Oh, word.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's called the Naughty Nightstand.
Damn.
I like
that's
that.
what's up. That's
Yes, you know, we get naughty over here.
Yeah. How long have you been doing that for?
So it's really only a year. I sold my first batch of products in the beginning of this year, and now I'm working on getting a new shipment for Valentine's Day to restock, because I like doing it then, because I think it makes sense. You
Yeah,
get
it
your little
does.
boo thing, a toy, and then you spice it up for the holiday.
Okay,
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Do you have a big audience for that?
Honestly, it was very local, so it's really just up and getting started. But when I say something, I put it in the ear, or when I do something, I put it in the ear. And I always talk about it because this is something that I'm proud of and that I plan to work on and like excel. Like I plan for the Naughty Nightstand to be bigger than just sex toys.
Word. I
So-
love that. Like lingerie too, like type
Everything.
shit. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's cool.
dope.
Anything you can imagine in a nightstand, you can have.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I like how it fits in with your name too. Like that's cute.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny because it came from one of my first songs I ever recorded. It was called Naughty Nights.
Oh,
Okay.
that
And it
was
was
one
like
of
a
your first
singing song.
songs.
But it wasn't a song I dropped, but it was like a personal song I made about like something I was going through. And I never released it. My friends love that song too. It's so funny. But yeah, it was called Naughty Nights. And then I was like coming up with ideas of like what could be my brand. Because I was tired of like, I feel clothes is cool, but not everybody's going to always rock your face on a t-shirt unless you're Sweetie or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, facts.
it's not a thing. I'm realistic, you know?
Very
Unless
practical.
That's
yeah.
important too.
Unless I have a meaning behind the brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Naughty Nightstand has a meaning. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's what I was just looking for when I decided to do sex toys.
Sure. And how did you come up with your name?
So my real name's Nadia.
Oh, Nadia,
Yeah.
like Nadia.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. name.
Thank you.
Very
My
pretty.
family calls me Nadi, Nadi.
Okay.
Oh, so it just like
Play on
clicked.
words. I love that.
Yeah, literally.
And then, like I said, I told you I like even numbers, and Naughty was 7 letters, so I made it 2 Y's because I'm extra.
Just like you said.
There's meaning to everything. I love it.
Everything, everything I do.
Yeah.
If you peep all my moves, like, it's crazy. Like, little things. Like, my cover for the night, nobody ever realizes it, but on the cover, it says 11/11 in the stars. It's a little cartoon drawing, and I dropped an EP in 11/11. I dropped For the Night in July or June. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was already, like, telling people, like, yo, this is what I'm about to do next. But nobody was like,
That's smart.
yeah. I love that part of it all, like, the whole creative part of it.
Yes, yes. And like doing things that nobody will even like really like notice off the bat unless
they're
you tell
paying
them.
real
Yeah.
But that's
attention,
the
too.
best
Or if
part.
they're a super fan.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
That would be lit.
That's dope as fuck.
That's
I
the
love
goal.
that.
I know, imagining people like be like, yo, she did this because of this and this,
Yeah.
but
And
you'll
they
never
sound-
know. Like that shit is so exciting.
Yes, that's the goal.
For sure. So, where did you grow up?
Brockton, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was born and raised, and then I moved out like 5 years ago. But I still live with my dad and my family. Oops, that was loud.
I know. I stay banging into the shit.
It feels mad loud, but it's like
It's really
not.
not.
It's not too loud. Like
It's not bad.
on the
yeah.
mic, yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so Brockton, went to BHS, and then I eventually went to UMass Amherst.
Okay.
When I was at Amherst, that's when I like really started making music, but like as therapy, and it was fun. I'd make like little diss tracks if I was going through something.
Yeah.
Like it was funny. In high school, I would do it too, and I do it with my brother, and like it was always music was always part of my life. It's so crazy when I like think about it because it's just like I would have never said, "Oh, I'm about to be a rapper." When I was a kid, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I wanted to be a vet. Then I wanted to be
everybody want to be like a vet or like something more like practical, like
Yeah.
medical or something like that.
And I just like I went to school and I graduated, but like that shit was just not for me. It's not that it wasn't for me, it wasn't a challenge. You know what I'm saying? I would skip class and how am I still getting A's and B's? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's finesse.
It's too
Yeah.
easy.
It was too easy.
Easy facts.
So I didn't really like love school. There was nothing like I felt like I had to go hard for besides music. Like you feel like that grind, that like that feeling when you're like accomplishing stuff, like that's what I like live for. Like it's more than
You want a challenge. I
Yeah.
get that.
And that
For-
says a lot about you. Like, not only did you graduate school, but you felt like it was so easy that you needed to like grind with something else, like
Yeah.
more passion. Because like stuff like school and stuff, you could take a test and whatever, but it's different when you're actually like doing stuff in the real world, like grinding for something that like nobody can actually see. Because you
Yeah.
know a degree's coming, or you know that A's coming,
Yeah.
or B's coming, but like
It's visible and
Yeah.
this shit.
yeah, and
is-
it's a piece of paper that I don't even know where it's at.
exactly.
But you have
And I
something
paid
to show for this.
$100,000
like,
for it. Like imagine if all the money I put into school, I put into my music years ago, I would have.
That's always
Been
the
famous.
thing, bro.
Facts.
It's
But congrats on graduating.
I
at
know,
least.
good
That's
shit.
what's up.
Thank you. It is important. Like don't get me wrong for what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Education is always gonna be important. Like you know what I'm saying. Like that's something I say everybody needs to do. I tell my little sisters like, yo, if you're gonna go to school, it like I fucked with it because of the fact that like it gave me a sense of independence, and I was like out there by myself, like doing my own shit. I loved being at school, but I didn't like school. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I like the vibe that I got from there or whatever, like what I learned, my life lessons, but that was
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
So you said you kind of started getting more into music when you were in college, but did you ever before that, like in your early life, have an idea of that? You said you always been into music, but like, was there ever another idea of it like before that?
So there was never an idea of me being like an artist or making music. Like there was never like my dad had a band and I would go with him to his shows and stuff like that. And he'd perform all around Brockton, like at Cape Verdean events, because I'm Cape Verdean. And then it would literally just be like I was always around it because of him. He taught me to play piano, like, and I can do little things. I ain't nice. I'm not no, but I could do little things. So that's where it kind of came from. I remember being in 6th grade and I was depressed about losing, like, my boyfriend breaking up with me, and I made a song to "Lost Ones" by J. Cole.
It'd be like
I
that.
really feel that.
Literally.
You know, so like it was just kind of something that like I just always played with, but I didn't take serious. Like I wasn't like, oh, this is what I'm about to do. Like this is, it wasn't a reality then. Like I feel like now it's more common, and that's what's making it harder, because it's a lot of what's it, like drowning. I forget what I'm trying to say.
Saturation.
Saturation.
Because
Yeah.
there's mad people who are.
We were
artists
literally
now.
talking about that the other day. It's
Deadass.
mad true. Just like an overload of just, especially like with how social media is now. Like you just see mad shit, and it's like everybody either doing the same shit or just different shit. And you're like, oh, like
so much.
yeah, like it's like overstimulating.
That's why I said this year is for me to actually live the life than like be sitting here like worried about what the.
Bro,
I gotta always.
was literally thinking that too. I feel that like getting off the phone,
Yeah.
like and just focusing on what I'm doing like day to
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. And it's like I want to like live the life, but also have it like be recorded and stuff like that. But it's just so hard to do it myself. Like I wish I had a cameraman. Like I say all the time, if I had a TV show, bro, it'd be over. It's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I'm naturally being me, like doing dumb shit at the crib, like people be like, this bitch is stupid. Like she's really
This bitch
dumb.
is weird.
You're like weird as fuck. Like she's
yeah.
so pretty. What's wrong with her? Like something's not clicking. And I'm just like, shit. Like, and I have mad fun by myself. Like, yo, I'll be driving. I'll be wondering, like, I know there's people looking at me. I know there's people looking at me in this car right now,
I
acting
always
a
think
fool.
about that,
Bro,
bro.
literally.
Because like at a red light, if you see me, you
Yeah.
didn't see me.
You didn't.
You didn't see me.
And they didn't because they just
didn't.
move. They just
They're
they'll
not.
see you
They're actually
and they,
not. Like
Yeah.
They don't
it
give a
doesn't
fuck.
matter.
Nah, you be getting caught up sometimes and you don't even know why.
No, deadass.
Because I be looking stupid. I'm like, ooh, and then it's like 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh, you really just drove for 5 minutes talking to yourself. Okay. So what can we do now? What can we do to make this better?
Literally.
But yeah, that's my life.
I love that.
Thank you.
We're one and the same.
No, deadass.
What was your first time in the studio or like recording a song? I know you said that one song was like your first song, but it's unreleased. Was that your first song that you like ever actually made, or was there like other times?
So there's this song Cozy that I dropped in 2019, right in December, and I took it off all platforms because I really didn't like how it was mixed and engineered. That song I recorded in the studio, but there's there's two instances that I'm thinking of because it was like my first time I ever really recorded in the studio. I remember the engineer was like, "Yo, you did this before?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Why are you so natural with it?" And I just always like, I don't know. I just feel like when I talk, I sound like I'm rapping. Like I don't know, like my voice and stuff like that. So when I was figuring out how to do it in the studio, I was just like this is right here. That's who I'm talking to. Like I don't see nothing else.
Yeah.
You know,
You're just like zoned in.
yeah, that's my best friend. You know, so that's just what it always felt like. And even when like I'm making a really good song, like I just feel so good. Like, you know, like I don't know how to explain it. It just feels good. I love music.
Yeah. Especially when you like complete something.
Like finally. And I've been recording at home now at my little studio.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm
and
trying to get one too. How's that like?
you like to sing and rap? Both?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into it. Like I haven't like found a sound or anything yet, so I'm really trying to like experiment. But I feel like having something at home is like the best space, like to really like just fuck around and do shit.
So the hardest part for me is that I'm with family, like I said, and so I can't fully be myself like I would at a studio. And that's why I'm looking at my own space soon, so that way I can like get into that. Because like I feel like there's a separate bag when I'm in my car by myself driving.
Yes.
And I can just freestyle. But you ask me to freestyle right now, I'm like,
No.
hello? Blue is a color, pink is another. I'm just kidding.
No,
Shout out Krishan Rock, I fuck her. I love her. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I love recording at home, and I love recording at the studio too. And my first time, like I said, it was natural.
It was natural. That's fine.
That's dope. I feel like a lot of people like don't have that, so that's important. Like, because that just, I feel like that solidifies for you as an artist, like you're where you're supposed to be. Like the fact that you can do that.
It doesn't because like you always see, and I hate saying this because I always say like I don't want to pay attention to nobody else. Because if I'm paying attention to somebody else, I'm just like, I'm not worried about myself.
Exactly.
Right?
You're distracting from yourself.
Yeah. So I really like to think like that. And like if my thoughts like get into my head, like I try to remind myself. But it's hard when you notice other people and how their work styles are and stuff like that. Because we all work very differently, you know? But the outcome is what matters.
Yeah, for real.
Right?
That's a
So that's what I try to focus on and try to tell myself. Because like I could be a crazy freestyle if I sat here every day in a studio 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, like I'm not the artist who just gets to be the artist. I'm the artist who's my manager, who's my marketer, who's my, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this shit myself. I got a couple people on my side, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Shout out to James and Bruno. They was, you know, on my marketing team, Venus. And I got like Allie and Phoenix Down Studios.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
all the-
Allie.
Yeah, I love Allie to death. Like she be holding me down. So like I got all these people who be helping me out, my best friends and stuff like that, my sisters. I got people who support, but it's just like they're not supporting in the ways that like excels, like makes me move forward.
Yeah.
They're supporting
I
me
know what
maybe
you're talking
emotionally or like maybe like mentally, like telling me like you're doing it right. But it's just like, come on, like I need something else. I need a team.
Yeah.
So that's my whole
And
thing.
people that are like there for you.
Just for
Like,
this.
Just for this, yeah.
Not like being my friend or my
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. I can
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah, for
You can't
sure.
be everything for me. It's not all about me. I mean, it's hard to understand. It's not all about me. But just kidding.
No, it'd be like that for real.
But it's like, I'd be mad understanding, but I'm also like, I love me and I love what I do, so I gotta do it.
You gotta have a balance of both. You
Yeah.
can't be just like, yeah,
For
fuck
real.
myself, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did that for too long for other people. And now it's just like, no, I'm gonna do what the fuck I wanna do.
And like, not to say that those people don't do enough or that their presence isn't valued, but
just
like,
different.
it's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, you can't expect people to just be that for you just because. You know, there has to be something. They have to have certainty.
You also can see that like more so when you get into like doing something like having your own business or having a podcast like this. You kind of see who's there for you for what reasons.
Yeah.
Like way more so than, and like you come to a realization that you probably wouldn't have before you did something like that. That's what I've seen personally. And it's just crazy.
I even think that about relationships. Like now it's weird for me because like, yes, I'm doing this venture or whatever, but like I don't know if people fuck with me for real because they like what I'm doing or if they fuck with me because they fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, don't hype me up. Because I've seen it. Like people just, they be, dudes be ready to take a picture of me. Like, or be like, oh, let's make a song together. I'm like, bro, I just chilled with you for like the first time today.
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
You already want a song? Yeah. Oh, that's 5. Like, send it Cash App. Like, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Like,
I got you, but where's the bread?
you're right. No dick good enough.
No bullshit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We'll see. Facts.
When you were in college, was that like COVID time or did you miss it?
I graduated 2020, so right when it hit my last. I actually finished a semester early, and I owed 2 credits or whatever. So I was supposed to like make up the 2 credits, but I could still walk by 2020.
Okay.
And then we didn't get to, and I kind of gave up. So like I said, I didn't care about school. I gave up those 2 credits. Like I held it on for like 2 years. I technically like had a degree, but I didn't.
I see.
And then in 2022, that's when I got my degree because I finished the last 2
Okay,
credits.
good shit. Good shit though. I was gonna say, do you feel like COVID impacted like what you were doing, like with music, your business at all, or do you feel like it didn't have it?
That's when it started.
You said one of
Yeah.
the first ones was like 2019.
Yeah.
First one of the songs you dropped.
Yeah, so that's when I
Yeah.
wasn't confident, right? So I was just doing it because I liked it, but I was like, nah, I don't know if I could really do this for real. Like, and nobody like supported me. And then, I mean, I got a couple, like, it's random love that you get. You get more love from people you don't even know, bro. Like, it'd be crazy. So that's what kind of keeps me going because it's like, I'll get a random DM that'd be like, bro, like, I just listened to it and, like, you're my favorite artist. Like, I got, even on Spotify, I don't got a lot, but I got 10 people who, like, name me their top 10 or whatever, like,
That's fire.
artists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's the whole world, but it's like
Having
somebody,
somebody like
like, what?
really fuck with
Quality
you
over
like that.
quantity, for real.
Yeah.
Right? And then, like, the streams and stuff like that, like, my numbers, like, they went up crazy this year, so I was just like, okay, like, it's making sense. You just got to keep doing the right things. Like, I'm picking up
Consistency.
consistency, picking up what people like from me, the songs they like. Like, yes, I like what I like, but at a certain point, and that's why they say don't lose yourself, but it's like, at a certain point, I'm catering to the world.
Yes.
Like, I'm here to please y'all, to be honest. I'd be stupid if I'm over here, like, just making music for myself. It works when you make music for yourself, and there's that one that, like, really clicks to you.
Yeah.
But the whole time, you're really just making music for everybody else.
For the
Like,
audience.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to be able to make sure that I'm relatable,
Definitely.
you know?
For
So it's
sure.
like,
Good mixture of both, I feel.
But at the same time, like, just being human, I feel like
Yeah.
like being relatable
enough.
will come out, like
Yeah.
come out in certain
Because
aspects of your
someone's
music, no matter
someone's
what.
going to relate to something you're
Yeah.
saying.
It's a
And
fact.
that's what matters.
But I
honestly.
feel you with the not like losing yourself though.
Yeah.
Like can't make it because there's you hear a lot of like rappers and stuff being like, yeah, like this one came out, but this one was like my favorite song, but not really.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of people fuck with it. But like some things like that, like you said, when it clicks, like it's just you gotta drop the ones that if you really fuck with it, and you might not think a lot of people are gonna fuck with it, you just gotta.
yeah, that's really it. Even if you don't fuck with it sometimes, too. and
Literally,
you
it
think
might be
people
the
are gonna
one
fuck
that-
with it. Like, it
That happens
just,
a lot. I
That-
feel
that
like
happens a lot too, yeah.
Of the time.
yeah. And you don't ever expect it. Or like the one you were joking about. The one you were joking
Yes.
about is always the number 1 hit.
Always.
Poland.
Yeah.
That's
Literally.
the first one that comes to mind, like Poland by Lil Yachty.
Literally.
I took the walk
To
I
Poland.
don't know. That's
Really? Bells is like,
That's crazy.
wait, really? That's kind of.
I like listen to Lil Yachty, but I don't.
It was not like a. It was not like a. You hear it and you're like, oh yeah, like that's Lil
Like, it
Yachty.
was literally like
it's
a
you heard that
snippet
shit
that
Yachty
dropped.
dropped. Like no. It's
Okay, so
literally just
maybe I
like,
know
it was
if
like
I
a
heard
snippet
it.
that dropped on like TikTok or something. It got leaked, and then like everybody was just playing it. He's like, all right, I guess I'm gonna drop it now, and then it was just like a throwaway. Like it was nothing at all, and then
That's
it went
crazy.
fucking crazy. It's just shit like that. Like
some shit you really be having the most fun with, or just like
Yeah.
not even the most fun, but just like the most. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
go on here like and just like save it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers go crazy for that shit.
I feel like I have a couple of those in the stash. I'd just be like, nah, I don't like it.
Exactly.
Like I really got a couple in the stash, and I'd be like, well, if I drop these, I feel like these would be like bangers for the females, because like I don't know, they be giving like pop vibes, but it's like rapping still, and it's just it's lit. But yeah, we'll see soon how I feel.
I fuck with that.
Yeah.
So how did you go about like finding your sound?
I have a raspy voice, so I've been just trying to stay lower ranged, and like it's more like when I do talk my shit, if I'm gonna yell or be a little bit more high pitched, I feel like it'd be singing, if anything, if I get any higher than I am, you know what I'm saying? But that's really what it was. I had to like tune into the raspiness of my voice and not trying to extend my breaths or do too much words. Like those were things that I always like, I just, over the years, you just keep taking out pieces, like piece. Cause like you start off with all this junk in the beginning, and you're like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta put this part in here, and this is what this song should sound like, you know?
Yeah.
You do like 1,000 things, and then like, all right,
Yeah.
now. And you slowly take it out. And then the simplicity of the
Refining
song.
And you
it.
just like piece it together slowly. Yeah.
And then you just know how to, okay, so this is where I do my hooks. This is where I do my little bridge. Like, and it just, yeah. And like, sometimes it honestly depends on the beat. If you feel a part that you could get really lit to and be like yelling and shit like that. Like, it all depends. I don't know.
But I like that you like know that you just like to stay within a certain like range of like notes, because like that's where your voice
Sounds the best. It's the fullest.
Yeah.
Because when I do all this stuff, I can do it, but it has to be for a short period.
That's
so if it's like
facts.
4 bars, I'll do it. Like I'll do some different shit.
Yeah.
But like I can't do a whole thing and
A
then
whole song,
expect to perform
yeah.
it. Like there's certain songs that I know I can't perform because like I
Yeah.
recorded it very well, maybe punched in and stuff like that. But like there's other songs where like I just did one take and it was just natural, and that's when I'm like, okay, so these ones work better for me because that's actually my sound. I didn't add
Yeah.
too much more words. Like
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. What were some of your like musical inspirations?
this is the one thing I say the same thing every time, but like I always give credit to Nicki and like Kim,
Period.
Foxy Brown.
Yes.
You know, you got to go way back to Salt and Pepper and them. But it's,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
there's,
Literally.
like all the females, but like I really do have a more male dominant influence, and I really love Drake.
Us
I love me
too,
some
yeah.
Future. You know,
Future.
like they be my favorites. Like I'll write songs that be like to Future type of sound. I'd be like, bro, if I wrote this for Future, like Future's a songwriter
Yeah.
too, but like I don't know.
No, yeah.
But yeah, who else do I like? I like Young Thug,
Young Thug's my fucking
Free Thug.
favorite, bro.
I know.
Free Thug.
Nipsey Hussle. I have more of the more modern day influences, just because I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, like I listened to hip hop when I grew up. I feel like I was more on my Cape Verdean side, so I listened to more Posada stuff, and then I listened to more R&B.
Yeah.
So like, girl, if I could sing, like I could fake sing, I could be melodic, but if I could
Yeah,
sing, I'd sing
literally.
over anything. I want vocal lessons
Me
because I
too.
know
No,
like,
same.
yeah, I could make a crazy ass singing song.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I be singing, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
how I be too, and then I'm like, wait a second,
I'm like,
is
you
that
sing?
real? Was
Bro,
that
in the
real?
shower, bust. Like my voice is always gonna bust in the shower, bro.
Yeah, for real, it's the echo too. It's just
Yeah,
like,
literally.
That reverb.
the reverb, natural reverb.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's funny as fuck. But yeah,
But yeah, the modern day like inspirations be hitting too. No bullshit.
I feel that. Like, that's personally for me how I feel
Yeah.
too. And in the male dominated for me too. Like, Nicki, of
course.
all like women and like women rappers, like she is the fucking GOAT. But I feel like a lot of the time I take influence from like the same type of people.
you know who I listen like? Did you listen to SZA's album?
Yes.
Of course.
And she was rapping, and I was like, bro, she's giving like female Drake.
She was.
Like the whole
Everybody's
album.
been saying that. Literally.
Really?
So,
They
like-
said that?
Yeah, people have been saying that. Literally, I don't know if they compared her to Drake or
I saw Drake
or somebody else. I
I
don't
honestly
know.
thought that too, though.
But
Like,
yeah,
And I was like, wow. And like, I feel like that's something that I would have loved to do. Like that type of project is something I love to do. But like, I stick to more of the ratchet shit and like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cause naughty in the name and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
but trust, like, I'm gonna have my little naughty, sweet, I don't
Yes.
know, like
Yeah.
type
soft
album,
girl
soft
era.
girl. And I'm gonna do that because like that's stuff I like. Like my old songs was all like Drake type beats, you know. So that's why I'm just like
I know.
gotta
I
do
feel like
something
so
that.
many people take like inspiration from like old Drake. Like I feel like that, especially like
For
at
real.
our age, like that's when everybody's like coming up and
Literally.
becoming like creative.
That's like my like first
Like, from time?
memories. Yeah, like my first like
Nothing was the
memories
same?
of like loving music. A lot of them come
Drake
from
raised
old
me.
Drake. Yeah,
Literally.
That ass.
I don't want to say that too loud because when we get married, it's gonna be weird. But it's like, it's just like, you know. But it's like, you just guided me. That's what I'm gonna say. You guided me
No, totally.
That-
to you,
Totally.
right to you.
right. Drake, if you watch this, don't. So who are some of the people you'd like to work with in the industry?
That's always a hard question for me because I hate like missing out people or like making it seem like anything like, you know, far fetched. But I do like, I really do like Lola Brooke right now.
Yeah.
I like Lola
Yeah.
Brooke. And like that's the thing about me is like I'm looking for upcoming artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I also talk about Key. I don't know if you guys know Key from
Yeah, we
Boston.
saw her
started
yesterday.
yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Key.
She's fire, bro.
I say that all the time. Like I would work with her.
Yeah, she's so far.
I like Maya the Dawn from New York. A lot of New York sounds because I feel like we would kind of sound alike, but we would also sound different because, like I said, like the raspiness is different and
Yeah.
like they have like deeper voices maybe. But I
Yeah.
think we'd sound good together. Who else? I could see myself doing some R&B shit with somebody. But yeah. I always say Drake, but like that's a stretch. But like I said, when we get married, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like the dudes who be like, "Oh, we're gonna make a song together" to me. So I'm just
Yeah.
you feel me? But
Yeah.
that's it. But
That's some good
Drake
ones.
X Naughty collab coming
I
soon.
know. It is coming soon. It's not too far fetched. Nothing's too far fetched.
Nothing's too far fetched in this life.
of course,
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm trying to be calm because I don't want to be mad.
Do you write or freestyle more?
All right,
Right.
writing just comes more naturally, and like it helps me like be more analytical about like what I'm trying to say and like make it either like clever or you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. If I go freestyle, I'm talking my shit, I'm being stupid, and like we said, the fun stuff works, but I take it seriously, so
Yeah.
I don't always want to do fun stuff. I don't want to waste money to go stand in the studio and freestyle. I think that's stupid. Why would I go freestyle when I could write in the car and freestyle and then go there and record it?
Yeah, that makes
you know?
sense. Yeah.
So, and I never understand what freestyle means because it's like when I'm writing, if I do that shit one more time.
I know, it gets in the way sometimes. It's okay.
Yeah, when I'm writing or if I'm like in my car making a song, it's me like off the top. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't get,
That's a good point.
because I'm like
That's definitely a
doing
good
what I would
point.
do in the studio, just making it quicker and
I
I'm
never
writing
thought
it
about that
down.
like that. But yeah.
I just have a slower process. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's not like I can just spit it out right off the top.
Yeah, no. But that's good. Like writing is important. Like and for a lot of people that's just like the creativity behind writing is really important for the artistry too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And I feel like there's like there can be like a mix of what you said, like
Yeah.
a mix of writing and freestyling, which is like just like the other day when I was doing it, it was just a freestyle and like writing as you go.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but the beat's like playing over and over and you're like, okay, what can I fit in this next part? Like it's not just like boom, 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 boom. And it's also not I came with something, but it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
notes.
And there even be
basically.
times you could come with something and then you finish it there freestyle.
Literally.
There's been times I have just a hook and I can go freestyle the rest of the verses. Like, but like I said, not freestyle, but like punch in and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I do.
No, I feel you. What was your favorite single that you dropped
I love For the Night.
for the night?
For the Night. That's my favorite.
By the way, I love your raspy voice.
I know.
Thank
same.
you.
Raspy
Yeah.
voices are
Be sexy.
chef's kiss. Yeah.
Can we give it? Thank you. I be like, feeling like I'm gonna have a thingy and be like, you know, talk. Hello,
Stop.
Yeah.
water.
Have you water? Have you always had a raspy voice?
No, my voice was high pitched. Like I can get high pitch. I don't know, cause even when I'm yelling, it's still like raspy. But I don't know. My voice is so high pitched.
You ever lose your voice?
I don't know. A lot of times, cause I be yelling. But it's
I
not
was
like
gonna say like my voice gets raspy after I lose my voice a lot, but I don't know.
I love
Doesn't
my voice
stay that
after
way.
I lose it or when I'm
Yeah,
sick.
same.
I love rapping when I'm sick because my voice be like crazy. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
like who's that?
literally unlocked a whole different fucking
Right?
voice.
I'm gonna
bruh.
go outside and get sick every day just to rap. I'm just kidding.
We outside.
For real. No way. No, but wear your mask, bitches.
Messed up.
You said your favorite single is For the Night. I was gonna ask you about the music video for the Night. That shit's fire.
Thank
And
you.
was that like one of your biggest things you think that like view wise, like
Yeah.
that people have responded to?
Yeah, and it's so funny because we didn't put no marketing behind it.
Damn.
No ads,
That's
no
that
nothing.
raw ass shit, bro.
It was literally too explicit. That's what my team said.
Okay.
So we couldn't run ads because Google. We were afraid that Google would block us, and they're mad strict about shit like that. Even Instagram, I got blocked this past month. I couldn't do reels because they said I went against community guidelines.
That's crazy.
So annoying. So yeah. So we didn't even push nothing, and it was just natural. And I think it was because, like I said, the fans responded very well to For the Night. Like we had it in playlists. Like that's one of my biggest songs. Like 33K streams.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a lot in the first. I mean, it's only been out for 6 months now, you know. So
That's fire.
that's really my favorite song, and I feel like that was one song where I was actually going through it, and I just felt it, and it was simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of those simple songs that we were
Yeah.
talking about, and look at the numbers on it.
Literally.
Versus the other songs where I'm over here being,
Oh my God, I don't know what to do.
and it just comes out. It's not that they're bad, but I just don't get the same response.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know? So
What was it like shooting that video?
it was great. So that video was supposed to be very different. There was supposed to be a guy in it. I don't know if you noticed, there's like a pink, and then there's like me cleaning what's supposed to be a club. So it's like the transition of the two people. It's supposed to be me looking at myself from the past. So the black is me cleaning up because I'm a bartender right now. So it's like me pretending to clean the cups and stuff like that, being a bottle girl. And then I come sit down, the future version of myself's in the blonde. And it's just so much brighter. And she just looks happier. And like, and that's really what that video reflected. So when you see me in the pink and the lingerie, that's a dream. And it's just like, that's the version of myself I want to be,
That's
like free and just, so that's
Yeah.
what the
Did
whole
that
concept.
come to you like very quickly and easily? Like, do you feel like it wasn't like you said, like the song was very simple? Like, did you want that to reflect the same in your music, or did you like really like take your time and think about it?
So it was a little bit of both because there was some things that I kept and took. Like I said, it was supposed to be a guy at first because what was supposed to happen was like he was supposed to wake up and like I was his bottle girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he would have been with me in the dream because the song is called For the Night, and I'm talking about like fill my cup up for the night, which it sounds like I'm talking about fill my cup up with drinks. I'm saying fill my cup up like make me feel good. Like when they say that, saying, like fill my jar, stuff like that. So make me
Yeah.
feel good for the night. And that's where the song came from because it was just like I was running away from a lot of stuff. In like my reality, and I'd rather just you to be here for this moment. Like just be here with me and just be that person and fill me up, make me feel good. That's it. So that's where everything. So the video was kind of like, it was, like I said, it's supposed to be a guy, and you just bounce back ideas, and then when it came down to reality versus like that's what we stuck with is having the two girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two different versions of yourself.
myself.
That's a dope
Yeah.
idea though.
That
And
is.
Even in my Scoop music video, I mean the Munch remix one that I did, there's 4 versions of me because I tell people all the time I have 4 personalities. Naughty, Nadia, Naughty, and Esmeralda. Esmeralda's crazy.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, she's
Esmeralda's
crazy.
like the drunk you or something.
Yeah. And she's mad independent. You can't tell her nothing ever.
Yeah.
So annoying. But yeah, I really like try to make sure people know like there's like mad versions of myself, and I'm okay with that. Like the people try to make it seem like you can only be one version of yourself. And I'm like, when I go into a room, I'm not gonna give you the full version of me, like the honest and naughty version, NADI, like the family version. I'm not gonna give that to you if I just enter the room. I'll be Nadia. I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like it's levels
Yeah.
Yeah.
to where you get to. And then if I'm Esmeralda, that's because I'm drunk.
Yeah. That's good.
Ain't no levels to that. I mean, besides the shots, but that's
That's
it.
fair though. I like that like concept because
Yeah.
I feel like people, I don't know, people think about that in different ways, or they'll be like, oh, you're not being yourself, this or that, but like you can be yourself in different ways, in different situations, know how to navigate different situations with the way you are.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
like
just
you
want to
said,
protect yourself. Like
Yeah.
that's, I'm gonna protect my energy at all costs.
Yeah.
If not, y'all gonna take it. If my vulnerable self is here every time, y'all just gonna keep taking from me. I've done that for too long. I'm good.
Yep. I feel that.
So you get whichever version I accept
For real.
or
Yeah.
allow. Yeah, my stomach. Bitch, I'm hungry.
I thought that was me, no bullshit.
I'm dead.
My food's waiting for me at home.
Period.
Let me think
Yeah.
about that.
You better have a big ass dinner after this.
I can't wait. Got a cake. Feel like a bad
Yeah,
bitch.
birthday
Feel like a
dinner.
baby. I know. Where'd you get that? Nova Fit.
Girl, Fashion Nova. They need to sponsor me already. They be commenting on my pictures. They better make me a Nova babe.
Damn.
Yeah. They used to do
You're
a lot
already
when I was
giving
in
Nova Babe.
Yeah,
so-
you are.
And I'm just like, what's going on? Fashion Nova.
Let's talk.
Listen, I'm tired of you guys. Just send me my little code, naughty 22 or whatever it is, and we can get shit busting. That's it. And I send it to my friends. But yeah, but I do love Fashion Nova. Everything's always Fashion Nova. It's so bad because it's quick, and I just be finessing shit, and I love it every time I put it on.
It looks mad expensive.
It does.
Like,
People be telling me that. I'm like,
It does.
I think it's just me.
no, I was literally just
No
gonna say it's
bullshit.
also about how you rock it. Because, like, if you
That's
came up
very
with
true.
the fucking, like, your hair different or, like, not the big ass hoops and
I
not the
know.
nails, like, wouldn't be
It
the same.
wasn't.
Facts. That's
I ain't even got no like LV on the feet. You feel
Literally.
me? I got the Uggs on. Don't go down.
Not
but we'll have the
panic.
heels on later.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what are your other hobbies outside of making music?
I used to do makeup. I did my face today too.
I know it looks good.
I know it
Thank
looks so good.
I rushed it. I was like rushing to get here, and you guys know I was late.
I feel
but
you.
like I said, bartending. I'm trying to get into like kickboxing and stuff like that.
That's
Okay.
dope.
I want to
Some
be like able to
fitness stuff.
self-defense and fitness stuff like that. And playing niggas.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's a big hobby. You should have said that one first.
First.
I know.
Yeah.
I like to keep it subtle,
Yeah.
you know, so they don't know off the bat, and then after it's like, oh, that's what you do. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's one of my pastimes. Or whatever.
I don't really like to flex, but I'm just kidding. I'm stupid, guys.
She's humble. She's humble, guys.
Too humble.
That's me.
How do you feel you stand out in the industry and in general?
I think
Because you're
I'm-
obviously standing out right now.
No, literally. I feel like you just stand out, so it's okay.
Thank you. It's the energy. It's the me being like a kid. Like I always say, like a free spirit. And it's definitely like my work ethic.
Your work
Like,
ethic.
Yeah, the things that I do, like I always notice like people pick up on it, and there's nothing wrong. But I really believe like certain things, like even like performance and stuff like that. Like I've seen people do the things that I do afterwards. Like I remember I made a poster, had a big ass QR code, and brought it to a show and had it posted up in my section so people could scan it and find my music.
Smart.
And then next show I go to with the same hosted event, someone else has it. And it's not like anything like that,
the
but it's like,
blueprint.
Yeah.
it's like little things that I do. They like, oh, that makes sense. So clearly I'm doing something right.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not nothing like that. It's just like I'm doing something right. You see that works? Okay, bet. So, yeah. I forget what the question was.
It was just like, how do you stand out? But that's like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good. That's good. And also, like, you're not, like, flexing that. You're not, like, really putting it out there. You're just kind of doing what you do. And people are like, oh, shit. Like, yeah.
that works for her. Let me
Yeah,
try it.
that's
You
dope.
know? So, I feel like that's really it. To sum it up.
Yeah. You feel like you be starting trends and shit.
Sometimes. And then there's other things that I be picking up off other people. We all learn from each other. I wish we
Yes.
would like, collab more. But
Yeah.
it really all depends because we all want it for ourselves, so it's hard. You don't want nobody to take from you.
Yeah, but you can always
Definitely.
learn something from other people. And other people can always learn from you, too.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely.
You
And
don't
it
have
be
to
in
give.
the most subtle ways too.
Yeah.
Like just little things. Throughout your life, you pick up the tiniest things from like people in general,
Mm-hmm.
and you just carry that with you. Like
Literally.
little habits or little like ideas or
ways
stuff.
of going about things.
Ways of dressing, like
Yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that. So it's normal.
Yeah.
It's good to just, and I also think it's dope to be able to know that you can learn from other people. Like it's
Yeah.
important. Like, bro, and I also like when people do tell me stuff and I don't feel like their like opinion. It's not that it doesn't matter, but it's just not valuable to what my goal is, my end goal. I kind of just take it with a grain of salt, and it's just kind of
Yes.
like like
Yeah.
I
you
value.
appreciate it at face value and let that.
Yeah, and that's that. Because you're not in the place where I want to be, so why does it really matter?
Mm-hmm.
You're just kind of speaking from not knowing.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I don't know clearly. So you're not helping me.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
How do you advertise yourself?
I do a lot of ads on like Instagram and stuff like that. Like I said, my team be pushing ads a lot. Right now I'm really trying to remodel my Instagram page. 'Cause I just want really good content. Like like everything, every picture you click, she's like, wow, because like I serve the looks, but I don't have the pictures to follow up. Like, you know, it's kind of like dudes when we see them on their page and they have like terrible pictures, but they're actually cute in person. That's me. I'm like, damn,
Yes.
like
I never take pictures when I like look my best.
I know.
I'm like, oh,
tell me about it.
yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where I stick to like the marketing and like doing shows and stuff like that around here. But I feel like I'm really more known in like Providence area, in Boston, Brockton, obviously. And then, you know, trying to make my way out. I got a lot of streams and stuff like out the country.
That's what's up.
Okay.
It's cool. I even performed in Cape Verde before, and that was an accident.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
That's
How'd that
dope.
happen?
Because I went to a club and I told them I'm a rapper and they need to give me a good section. They're like, you're a rapper? Can you just perform for us? I was like, shit, why not?
I feel like especially when you're like from the States, like they just like think of you way more highly.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
third world countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to see it no different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be like, wow, like she's really doing this.
Yeah, literally.
That's it. Doesn't matter how many views.
No,
Facts.
literally.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah. It was fun. It was good vibes. Even though they didn't understand a word I was saying.
No, literally.
They was just really there with me. I was like, yeah. Okay.
That's a dope ass experience. Like
know.
actually.
Yeah, it was
It's like
fun.
different.
Very different.
It's weird, too, because their eyes just like look at you like, I don't know. Like, I can still picture people like from there. It was cool.
Like looking at you like, wow.
Yeah.
I remember I went to DR and like I didn't have my ID to get in the club, and then my boyfriend at the time, he was like, yo, she's from like America, bro, like let her in. They're like, nah, bro, like we can't. Came back with my ID, they were like, damn, like he wasn't lying. Like, they like because we were like in Herrera, like a inner city like ass fucking like city, and they were like, damn, like what the fuck.
I went out to the clubs in DR before. It was fun.
Yeah,
I like
they're
that
mad
shit.
fun.
They're mad Americanized, so it's so funny. I'm like, bro, why you charge me $200 for a bottle in DR?
No, that's what I'm
DR is
saying. No, they do. They actually do.
I'm like, yo, I know you got the shit cheaper at freaking, what's it called? Oh, what's that shit? Dirty? Not dirty. What's that thing? The
President?
duty free.
Duty free?
You know what duty free is at the airport?
I don't think so.
Where you get the liquor. Like when you're coming from the airport, there's like always like one liquor store. It's called duty free because they have cheaper. You can get Pure White Henny.
Oh
stuff
shit!
like that.
Shit.
Yeah,
Damn,
so they have
I'm
like
not even
different
hip.
liquor that you don't always get in the States. They sell it at every like
Oh
out the country.
shit! I literally was gonna talk about the airport fucking liquor stores too, because they fucking like you touch down in DR and it's like a whole different thing. They just got Mad Presidente for cheap.
Yeah.
And like all the beer and shit, but you take a Henny bottle, bro, like a little like 40 ounce or whatever it's I don't even know the regular
I can't
Henny
wait to
bottle,
get lit today.
and it's like $100. Talking about alcohol.
Not the alcoholics.
For
Like no
the
alcohol today. It's like
For the pod, the B day, and the New Year, yeah.
I think it makes
let's get
sense.
it. Let's get it
Gotta do
popping.
it.
Let's get it popping.
it makes sense. It's giving.
Let's get
It is giving. Did you drop an EP recently?
Yeah,
Was it
11/11.
How did you go about making that? How was the feedback on 11/11?
So the project was I actually wrote a completely different project a year ago, but 11/11 was always gonna be the album cover or EP name, and it's just because I was granting all my wishes. Like I was, or not granting, but I was asking. I was like, this is what I want for myself. And in the songs, like one of them, I'm kind of like, yo, I'm trying to prove to my mom and everybody like this is what I want to do and I'm gonna do it. This isn't just like temporary. Second song is for all the leader, and that's kind of about the things I was talking about, like the things I was doing. People were following, so like I know like, all right, this is my path. Like you know what I'm saying. Blues Clues is like. It's called Blues Clues because I got the clues to the blues. Like I know how to get money, so that's why I'm gonna make these wishes come true. And they're all making jokes or whatever. Talking. And the last one's called 24 Hours because no matter what, if something happens to me, I give myself 24 hours to bounce back. So those are 4 songs that have meaning to like, and you listen to them and you wouldn't even like. It's not that you wouldn't expect that this is like all the meaning that it has behind it, but it's just fun. That's what I make. I make fun songs. I don't expect you to sit there and like think about every lyric. But if you go back and you listen and you actually read my lyrics or whatever, you're like, wait a minute, this bitch really saying something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You've been saying that from the beginning of this interview.
I know,
so-
literally, and like I appreciate that so much because I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people, not that people aren't deep, but like some people just don't have it like mapped out the way and like
Yeah.
the like concisely the way that you're mapping it
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
which is like nice as someone that like thinks so deeply, because like like I would probably do the same shit, like just
Yeah.
like put out some simple shit, but at the same time like if somebody asks me about it, like I want to be able to
There's a
like
lot to
there's a lot
still.
to
And that's
it.
what makes people want to listen to it more, because it's like, okay, now I want to see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because when I do it, it's just kind of like, all right, I'm putting music out. But it's always important to follow up so that people know like what this content is about, like where it came from. Because like this past year, I changed. You had a whole different project for me last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe one day I might decide to drop the like old 1111 and see the difference. But like, it's just mainly about like what I came to put together for you to see. Like, this is me. Like, this is the steps I'm taking, and that's where we're going. Like, boss ass bitch coming up from her bust down Nissan Alti, winning and gonna see me in like a Rolls Royce or some shit soon.
Yup.
Like, that's what it's giving.
Yep.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
for real.
I fuck
That's
with that a
dope.
lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. For real.
That, there comes the little kid. You saw naughty. You saw
Oh my god. I feel
See?
the same way, bro. Trust. Do you feel like as a female in the industry, you don't get taken seriously as sometimes?
Yeah, and I think the problem is I'm very like open with like being sexual and like my body and stuff like that. Like, I'm not comfortable. Like, I don't give a fuck. My titty's gonna be out. Like,
Yep.
what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. That's just me, and I feel like people take it a whole different way. And sometimes it sucks because like when you drop music videos where you're very more like revealing and stuff like that, people are gonna go watch it much sooner than the ones where you're like actually spitting.
Yeah.
And so like something I noticed, because it's like I just dropped my whole Grinch remix type shit for Christmas, and both those songs are fire. Like, if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you'll
the makeup
see.
for that, did
I
you
know,
do that
the
by
makeup was
yourself?
great.
No, my homegirl, Linda's so fire.
She went crazy.
She did. Like,
Yeah.
you know how, like, Trippy, and I don't know if
His
his
girlfriend,
his girlfriend,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
did
funny.
I saw yours, and I was like, hey, that's dope. But I like
Yeah.
how you just did it with, like, makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, instead. That
She's
was
crazy.
cool.
She did that, and she did my 11/11 cover. I had like clocks painted
Yeah.
on my boobs and everywhere. So like, yeah, she did all that. She's dope. I love doing the paint stuff. We got stuff coming up too. We're gonna work together and
Hell yeah.
make more, content.
Yeah.
But that was dope. But yeah, that video, everybody go check it out because it's fire, and I feel
Yeah.
like it didn't get the love it deserved.
But yeah, I feel you, because like when you're more revealing, like people will automatically like judge a book by its cover and not really know the real you. They'll just look at you as being like revealing or like a thought, whatever they want to label you as, and it's
Yeah.
like people are so much deeper than that.
So
And it's
much
crazy. They'll
deeper
want you
than
to be revealing, but then talk shit when you're revealing.
that. Exactly.
Make
It
up your
doesn't make
mind,
any
baby boy. You want to see the titties or not?
What do you like? What do you want? What do you want from me?
What's up?
This is what you want? Like,
Figure it out.
That's funny.
Yeah, but that makes sense, I guess. I feel like I don't even know. It's just it's hypocritical, like a lot of people like the response you'll get, but you just gotta keep doing you in that.
yeah,
That's the
and it's
goal,
unfortunately
always.
how the world works today.
They're gonna talk shit regardless.
Yeah.
I'ma just get money.
You do what you want when you pop 'em, that's all I gotta say.
You do what you want when you pop him.
Next question.
Thoughts on how fast the industry moves?
My life been moving fast regardless. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like since I was young, I was always trying to be like older and trying to do. So it's nothing to me. I feel like at this point, like this is what I need because I'm so used to fast pace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm always like searching for something. Like I said in the beginning, like I feel like I need to do more. At this point, like I'm a fiend for this shit.
Yeah.
Like type shit. So the fast life, it doesn't bother me. Like I said, fast money, everything. Like I love that shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously like you gotta watch out like for stuff, and always have your back because not everybody does. But I don't know. Like I said, free spirit. I just do shit, and if it works in my favor, it do. If it don't, it don't. It do over don't. Do over don't. Period.
I love that though. Why do you think this sounds like so weird. Why do you think you're like that? But like, why do you think you're like that?
Like
I just like to have everything like very fast paced.
oh, because since I was a kid, like since high school, like I was a girl who's always dressed up at school, had my makeup done, had my lace fronts. I had lace fronts before these bitches had lace fronts, just so you know.
Talk to
Period. And they was talking shit. And now they love lace fronts. Like,
Bro,
why you wear weave? Like, you just leave your natural. Like, suck my dick. Sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to be swearing like this, but I'm getting crazy.
Nah, go ahead.
But yeah, I just was always too wise because I'm extra. Like, this been me. Like, and when I lost myself, it's because I was messing with this dude, and I like really was more worried about him than myself. And like, I had to come back and make myself bounce back to this person that it's like, yes, I am extra. I'm okay with that. Like, if you don't like it, you don't got to be around me. That's it. But this is me, because when I'm not this, I'm depressed as fuck. Like, I don't feel like myself if I'm not a bad bitch, if I'm not doing too much, if I'm not in your face, if I'm not making you mad, if I'm not like, that was a lot of attitude towards you. Sorry. I felt again.
No, we dead ass. Like, I hear you. I don't take that shit personally. Like, that's you.
Yeah. So, and people gonna fuck with it if they fuck with it. If they don't, they don't. But at least that was me.
Yep. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's that.
What's your biggest pet peeve in the industry right now?
I think it's just men. And that's men in life. But I just feel like it's annoying because, like, I really just be trying to make music and they be trying to, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it ain't there, chief. It's not it. So,
What's not clicking, Steven?
yeah, that's the most annoying part. I just like over it. And like trying to find people, like I said, that team. That's the
Yeah.
most frustrating part.
Trying to find like real people.
Yeah, because it's hard. It'll come though, because it's harder to like look for people to like kind of
Support you.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
so,
saying? Like, you
they'll
can't
come to you.
they'll
and
come.
Like that will click and that will work for you.
Yeah.
That will click.
That would definitely click.
How do you deal with like stress and anxiety?
Weed.
Yeah, basically.
It's funny because I really stopped smoking for a little bit. Like, I'd only smoke if people was rolling up because I didn't want to pay for it. Free weed smokes better. Let's get that off the on the table.
It's just like free food. Like,
Right?
like I want what's
what's
on
on
your
your
plate.
plate.
Give me that.
Yeah. Thanks. But then also like anxiety, depression. I told people this other podcast I did the other day. It's like you have to realize what your routine is. Like the day that you do very well and you feel the happiest, remember the things that you did that day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your routine. Those are the things that like you value. So like for you to get out of that funk or to get out of like the moment where you feel like you're just about to go into a spiral of like this depressive state, you really need to realize like what is it. And like for me, like mine was simply fixing my bed every morning, right?
So
'Cause
important.
Simple thing.
So
Yeah,
important.
the days I go out without fixing my bed, my life is just like
No, literally, I feel that's so heavy, bro.
a mess.
So heavy.
You know, so and when I notice if I'm in my room sleeping all day and my bed's not fixed, it's something like, because some days I'll fix my bed and then get back in it. That's okay to me.
Yeah.
Because at least I acknowledge I need to get up and do something.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just laying there all day and being in a funk, like, you got to pull yourself out of that.
Yep.
That ass.
That's the thing. It's easier said than done. I say it all the time, but you just got to realize what your routine is. And it's just like, that's how you bring yourself out.
I love that.
That's
Thank
very,
you.
very true. I've said that too. Like literally, wake up, get up, make your bed.
Yeah.
It's shit like that. Like your laundry. Like if your laundry's done,
Feel
do it.
productive. You
Do
just
it
feel
then, and
good.
you're gonna feel way better,
Yeah.
and you're gonna feel like you're able to do way more if you just do those simple things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so important. We don't even realize it, but like that's really the things that could like determine if you really like about what you talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you, because depression is no joke. I'm not gonna say everybody's just gonna be able to be like, yes, I love this, so I'm gonna get out of my depression beat right now because I love to do this. But no, it just really says something about you if you can just keep swimming, like for real, keep
Yes.
swimming. But yeah,
If you feel some type of way, if you feel, I like that. I need to like note that in my head. Like if you have like a good day and like you got to remember what you did that day that made you feel
that made you
way.
feel really
Yes.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It makes so
real.
much sense because like I can't constantly do that same thing every day. It might get boring, but like,
Yeah.
what was the like outcome? Like, why was there such a good outcome?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And
What
the-
were the main things that
Yeah.
like?
it could have been like, oh, it was spending time with somebody, quality time. That's your love language or something like that, or eating. Like, you know, you're happy to say, because I be happy as fuck when I get my crab legs. Listen, y'all, I got lobster waiting for me at home.
Damn.
my god.
I'm so excited, and you heard my stomach.
Yep. She's ready. She's ready. Talk to me a little bit about like your traveling experiences, whether it be having to do with music or not.
Like just traveling anywhere.
Yeah, and also like I know you said you've done like shows here and there too, so you could talk a little bit about either one or
Yeah. So I already said the Cape Verde thing. I did a show there. I only ever really had shows in New Hampshire, Providence, and like Massachusetts area. So I've stayed locally. I've been to LA and I went out and saw the music scene like that, but I was really like with my friend. She was a videographer, photographer at the time. So we went to like 42 Doug's video shoot.
Oh shit.
That's fire.
Yeah, that was
In
lit.
LA.
Yeah. And we met all these other artists that were like pretty popping out there. I could have met Tusi, and I was with like her when we went to 42 Doug, and the other people who were with was with Tusi. So it was like, you know, so I got to see the life out there. I don't really like LA, but I like the vibe, like being able to smoke and like how pretty it is.
Yeah.
But I didn't like how everybody thinks they're famous.
That's the issue, bro. The people there, but like the actual vibes, like the weather,
it's
it
dope.
is mad pretty.
I liked Miami. I went out there on a solo trip for my birthday last year.
Dope.
And I really just met people and was vibing out. And everybody was like, I can see you living here. And I was like, really? I was like, I don't know. I've been to Atlanta. Atlanta was a vibe too. I had mad fun. I was reckless in Atlanta.
I know Atlanta be popping. Like,
Yeah.
so many people have so many like crazy like good stories.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real.
And I stayed in Decatur, but like we kept driving back and forth to Atlanta. So we ended up like going out to eat in Decatur. Like we just met mad people. It's
Yeah.
just so funny. And I'm crazy. Like I said, Esmeralda be outside.
Yep.
She be talking to everybody. So I don't know. You got to chill with her. She's cool.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm down.
For sure.
Yeah.
I got the invite. That
I love that shit. If I have my telly tonight, y'all are invited. For real. I gotta go cop that. I don't know if I'm. Oh, sorry. Okay,
You're good.
but yes.
no, you're good. You're good. Do what you gotta do.
They're blowing up my phone.
Blowing on my phone. Leave me alone. I am.
Damn.
Sorry.
Okay. How do you feel about the New England scene, like for music and all that shit?
I think we're annoying.
Really? Really?
Yeah, because we don't like support each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of us are so talented. Like a lot of us are so talented. It really only takes until you like leave to really get popping, because other people are gonna support you before the people here. So, but I think that right now, like, I feel like everywhere has established their sound. I'm waiting for us to establish our sound and our place in the industry.
Yeah.
Because like Detroit came up, Memphis, you know what I'm saying, like Chicago, LA, everywhere like already came up. Boston's like the last big city. Like to me, that's like
literally.
To have a specific sound, because you know what, like if you hear a song like from fucking
Detroit, you know.
yeah, you know.
So that's what I'm looking for. I think it's gonna come with like when we actually like all collab and we realize how many cultures are in, like Mass is a melting pot
Literally.
Yeah.
of cultures. Like
It
I think
is.
that our sound has to do something with that.
And I feel like since we're not established, like it benefits in a lot of ways of like still like finding a whole bunch of shit that you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree. Like I feel like it's a mix. Like a lot of people like it's like fake love in a sense. Like a lot of
yeah.
people are so like
The egos.
like activists about shit. Da 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 da. Yeah, like I support. Da 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 da.
Mhm.
But like
They
most
don't.
of the time, like it's like, do you though?
They
Like
don't.
what are you
Yeah.
actually doing? Like do you actually
Just
be doing
talking,
this shit
bro.
off the cameras or like off the socials? Like do you actually be like linking up with people and like trying to do shit, or is it
Are you
really
just
just like
trying?
are you just saying that and you really just be with your homegirls? Like
Yeah.
and keep it at that like type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that's like what I try to focus on too. Like I've been trying to like get out and like really collab with people, and you know, because like I feel like for a while I was like, oh, I don't want to do features. I don't want to do features, just because I really want to make sure I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's why, like I said, I'm very understanding. I respect people when they say they don't want to work yet, or but I need you to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't beat around the bush. Like you know what I'm saying. Like say you're doing this, you're doing that. If you don't fuck with my music, shit, say it. Like oh, I don't think our sounds would work. Something like you could. People just don't know how to communicate. Like you know what I'm saying. Like and that's fine, but don't string me along. Don't
Yeah.
ignore me. Don't you know what I'm saying. And then be buddy buddy with me in my face,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just be straight up. Because if you
It's
be
not worth
straight
it.
up, we could be buddy buddy.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to worry about it because I already know what's up. I don't have to think about it, question myself. Like you know,
Yeah, I don't understand why people do that shit, bro. Like just say what you mean.
they're scary.
Yep.
They're the cootie cat. The it's given.
But that but it's normal when you like take time for yourself to establish like what
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck you got going on before you
Facts.
collab
Yeah.
and do other shit.
Big facts.
Make sure like you can go in the studio and actually like make a song with somebody.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
you can't just pop out and be like, yeah. You know, it's just, like I said, I'm a writer. I gotta make sure like I can do that.
Yeah.
And if we get the starting to the song, then I got to make sure, all right, I can finish it when I leave. Like, this is something I genuinely fuck with.
Yeah.
If I can't fuck with your sound or, like, you know, it's the same thing. Like, I'm going to tell you straight up. I tell people, like, oh, I'm not doing features right now. I'm straight up. Like, I don't need to beat around the bush.
And that's fire.
For real.
But it also, like, backfires when you're very blunt, because I'm very blunt. I just say some shit. Especially when I'm high. Oh, my God. I'll say shit, and it'll be, like, so, like I'm an asshole. I'm about to make out with this shit by now.
Bro, literally. I like literally have like grazed my lips against like the side. I'm like, oh shit, my lipstick. But
Yeah, it's all over.
kissing a cup. I'm kissing a cup.
I'm kissing a cup.
I'm kissing a cup. But what is one thing you want your audience to take away from your music or your like creations?
I want them to just be free. Like, and not give a fuck. Like, if you said it, you said it. If you meant it, you meant it. And that's really it. Like, I am very much, like, crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not crazy in the sense that, like, I'm just fun, you know? So that's all I want. I want you to hear my song, and you played it in the car, and you were vibing by yourself like me when I'm driving down the freeway by myself.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to feel that.
Yeah.
I want you to feel how I feel when I hear my songs, you know? So, and hopefully, like, you can relate, and you can genuinely be like, she makes sense. I feel like I'm like her. I want to support her because she's on a path that, like, I want for myself or something like that. Like, you know, so, like, I want you
people to relate to you.
to relate.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't look for you to think that, like, I'm this rich bitch or I'm a broke rich bitch. Okay? Fashion Nova on the body, looking like designer. Okay? But it's like, that's what I want you to take from me. Like, I'm me everywhere. And that's all.
And you want that to rub up on.
Rub up on.
I mean, shit, I can rub up on.
Rub up on your audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one, every room, you get the same version of me in a way. You know how I say in a way.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel you.
you know what you're going to get from me. Because I tell people all the time, even when, like, I start talking to dudes, I'd be like, yo, listen, I got multiple personalities. Just know which one you're dealing with. And if I tell you all four of them and I come in with a soft voice, it's naughty.
It's
It's naughty. And then, you know, when I come with a little raspy, like, yo, it's naughty.
it's naughty.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I definitely
I
get
fuck
it.
with it. I fuck with it.
For real.
Yep.
What's one piece of advice you would give to anyone starting something creative, or in general?
I just saw 1 on the clock.
Make it make sense and make sure that you're not rushing it. Like, I feel like that's the one most important thing is, like, when you have all the time in the world before you put a project out, because nobody knows. So take all that time to make sure you develop it and make sure it's the best version of itself before you put it out, because then it's like you did all that, you had all the time, and you put it in before you actually dropped it, and now you're not lacking.
Yeah.
Like, now you're not trying to pick up after, you know? And I think that's something that I, like, try to value now is, like, do the behind the scenes. Like, that's what I call my hibernation, my Decembers is behind the scenes. Like, you might not see me making too much music right now, but you're still going to see me.
Yeah.
You're still going to know I'm doing something. You're going to be wondering what I'm doing. But it's like, I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm going to always be in your face.
I fuck with that.
I wish I could roll my R's. Only sometimes.
I know. I can only do sometimes too.
You bird.
I'm a bird.
I'm a bird.
It was good, though. It was great.
What was Rico saying?
She said,
She was like
She was
rolling her
gonna-
eyes.
No, I
I mean,
know. You're rolling. Yeah.
rolling her eyes.
It's been a long day. It's
It has
great.
It's been. I already like. I want to apologize because I'm like so dead and I'm trying to like
No, we did it.
You'll be here.
better. But
We're
yeah,
here.
this
We're
was
here.
great still. But I'm still
good.
just like oof.
It was good vibes. I loved it.
Yeah.
And the pink and the purple. You know, I love pink. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay.
We're gonna try and paint this too.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
That'd be lit. You
Like-
can get somebody to make it like this. The brick wall
That's what
thingy.
we were
The
thinking.
like pink and purple bricks.
Yeah,
like a
that'd be
mix of them.
fire.
right?
That'd be lit. Is it in there painted? The other room? Big room?
Yeah, there's a mural on the wall. We can.
Yeah, we'll go.
look at it
We'll go
after.
look
We
at
can
it.
just-
Yeah,
It's
I've
5
recorded in that studio
5.
before.
You said you
Good
been
luck.
here?
Yeah, I recorded in that studio before.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been here a couple times.
That's dope.
I've never been in this room. I've only been in that back room over there.
Big stew.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, it's that building? Like, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because when I
crazy.
got here, I was like, oh, I know where I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add? Anything we should be on the lookout for, or any last words?
2023 is my year. I am literally gonna boss up so crazy, and I just feel it and take my time and make it all make sense. Y'all gonna see this 2 days later, but my birthday was December 31st. My Cash App is Cash App sign. What's that dollar sign?
Yeah.
NADIAFERNANDES. Don't look me up on Facebook. And don't try to get my number.
Thank you. Amen to that.
Just send me money.
Period.
I might regret this later.
Tag your Instagram so they can remember that.
Okay, yeah. You can follow me on IG at _REALNAUGHTYY. 2 Y's because your bitch is extra. Period. That's me.
Thank you so much.
That's
for
me and
coming.
that's a T.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really fuck with your vibe. I'm so glad that you came.
I had a great time.
Me too.
I appreciate y'all. And like honestly, like I've been waiting to come. You know that because I was hitting y'all up. But
We made it.
we made it.
Yes,
and we did it,
made it
on my
happen.
birthday, and I
I know. I'm
appreciate
so
the
glad
love.
we got to do it on
Yeah,
your
I'm
birthday
glad
too.
you made time for us on your birthday. That's really special.
I know it is.
It was special for me too, so I appreciate it.
So, much love.
Much
My
love.
big ass nails.
Wait,
It's a big heart.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, wait, that's actually giving. Actually giving.
What a love at. I'm back, baby.
What a love app. Happy New Year, DOD
Happy New
fam.
Year.
Thank
Happy
you very much for
2023.
watching.
2023.
2023. Bye.
I just wanna feel alive. Rub your fingers down my spine, baby. Tell me look alive. Wanna